It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on iRacing. Hello again, everyone. I'm Gary Gotzo, and welcome to P1's broadcasting signature presentation of Round 9, Week 9 of Season 4 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series. Tuesday night top split coming to you from the land of lovers, POCONO Raceway, for our third and final crown jewel race of the season. As always, joining me in the booth is Luis Gonzalez Nunez and Justin Petschauer, and we're already lining up and getting ready to go racing. So I think we should just get into tonight's starting lineup.
I agree, but Luis, take a look at what Art Reimer said in chat.
I know. That's so funny. It is so funny. I would have said. It is true.
A lot of inside baseball stuff going on, folks. Sorry.
No, Mark safe from Adriano Faporti.
Oh, Mark safe from Adriano Faporti. Oh, poor Faporti. Poor Faporti.
Yeah,
okay, people, when we go through the qualifying order and you don't hear me mention Adriano Faporti, he's been knocked down the second split. Anyways, you said it. Let's go. Starting on pole with a 41.577. It is Casey Popolones. Starting next to him is Trace Shadid. Third, it is Marco Aurelio Brazil, aka MAB. Fourth, it is Seb Alexander. And rounding out the top five, it is Kyle Cludworth. Sixth, it is Ty Quilla. Seventh, Mason Mitchum. Eighth, Matthew Ponto, and a guy who constantly changes his livery scheme from what we've seen, but it looks like he's sticking with the Mario Andretti, not Marco Andretti, Beatrice scheme from 1984, if I remember correctly.
First Lola.
Ninth, it is the boss man Antonio Estrada. 10th, it is Richard Vasquez. 11th, it is Tony Pizarro. 12th, still the greatest name I will always ever say, Crash Neon. 13th, it is Lilac Zier. 14th, not a good qualifying run from Brian Campbell. But we know he can work his way through the field because he times his moves perfect here, especially at Pocono. 15th, it is Caleb Brashear, the miracle man from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway race a few weeks back. 16th, it is David Powers. 17th, Mark Murphy. Not another good qualifying run, but from what I've heard, this is not one of his best tracks.
He's old and slow. Yeah. It's okay.
18th, it is Sean Hill. 19th, it is Elijah Gilson. 20th, it is Daniel
Heshe.
Heshe, there we go.
Heshe,
there we go. And 21st, rounding out the 21 car field, it is Art Reimer.
Our comedian on the grid.
Wait, is Daniel Rechte? I don't know. I said Rechte.
I thought it was said with an H. That's what I've been told.
Oh.
And we've had him in the Velocity Online Racing series before, and he was a winner in their iconic series, their DW12 series. So he went by Heshe there. So.
Oh, Heshe. Oh.
I don't know how you go from R
Heshe?
to H, but.
Anyways, before we go green here, folks, quick notes about Pocono Raceway, some historical facts. Turn 1, modeled after the late great Trenton Fairgrounds Speedway. Turn 2, none other than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And Turn 3, modeled after the Milwaukee Mile. What do you say, guys? 21 car field. We're in for one heck of a show today here at Pocono. 69 degrees ambient air temperature. Nice. With a 96-97 track temp. Pace car is off. Let's get ready to go racing at Pocono in the mountains of Pocono, Pennsylvania, and here we go already, and a number of guys that are starting to get single file because you know that this place, especially on the front stretch here, you can go 7-8 wide if you know how to play your cards right, and off into turn 1 they go. Still some good racing side by side through half of the field here as they come down the long pond straightaway towards turn number 2.
Somebody lose the front wing, and iRacing forgiving. David Power have a contact by net call with Brashear.
Oh, MAB full sends it into 2. I don't think they were expecting him to do that, but are you surprised that he did it?
No, we are not surprised at all. You already see a number of guys running throughout the entire field here, going through turn 3. They were running low, middle, and high. That's what you can do here with how flat turn 3 is, but turn 1, you definitely want to try and get towards the bottom because that wall juts off of turn 1 here really quick before you go down the long pond straightaway.
And we did not show the points yet, but there's only a handful of points. 12, 13 points separate the top two right now in the championship. And those drivers happen to be sitting 4th and 5th on the racetrack right now. That is Seb Alexander, your points leader. Clindy chasing him in points just like he's chasing him on the racetrack right now through turn 3.
A little bit of a 3-wide situation here in the back. Oh, one car got a ton of oversteer as he came off of turn 3. I couldn't tell who that was. Might have been David Powers. I could be wrong, but he saved it, and he's maintaining his position now where he's at as he goes through turn 1.
Everybody's still together on the long pond straight. Here comes MAB to the inside of Povolonis, the big cheese, and he clears them through Indianapolis. Here comes Seb Alexander to the bottom side of Trace Shadid in the Milwaukee, trying to make that work down on the bottom, and the momentum on the high line is just going to be supreme right now as these tires, they're really only, the good grip, the good speed are only about a lap or two in them. And then after that, the line, the fastest preferred line, kind of goes to the top of the racetrack. And there you see Clindy clearing Seb right there. That has championship implications written all over it, and moved Clindy up to 4th.
Yeah, Clindy was picking and choosing his battle on the racetrack there. Now he comes up to the battle between the top 3 here as they go through turn 2, a.k.a. the tunnel turn, Indianapolis. He's got that momentum now. Will he go to the high side, or will he try and stay into the bottom? No, he stays right there in the middle. He sees a opening there with a good amount of air. He slots back in right behind, and he's going to get that momentum now as they go down towards turn number 1. Side by side between the...
Yeah, Povolonis is going to take the lead down low, and he's going to bring Shadid with him. MAB is going to stay high, but it looks like they're trying to kind of cycle out the Brazilian and kind of the two American drivers working together right now. But MAB goes wide.
Whoa.
Wow, and just cuts right down in front of Shadid.
That was too close. Too close for comfort.
I'm glad you say I got you, Trey. So I think Clendy knew it's gonna Marcos do that move, and Clendy did the move to don't hit Shadid in the corner.
Yeah, Clindy was looking a little bit further down range, which is a good thing for him to do that. Sometimes the wreck in front of you isn't necessarily the car directly in front of you, it's the car in front of them, and that's going to cause the wreck. And that's almost what happened last lap ago going through Indianapolis here. MAB back to the point.
Saw a number of cars scramble in the back of the pack there as they were 3 wide going through turn 2. They got close to having not 1 but 2 wrecks happen. They all maintained their composure and they made it through.
Povolonis back to the point. Your biggest mover of the race, Mark Murphy, old and slow, up 7 spots to P10. Art Reimer, our comedian, up 5 spots. Here goes Clindy down low, taking a peek under Povolonis, gets back in the draft, going to get a bit of a run. Where is he going to go? He's going to try to stay up high as they fan out through Milwaukee.
If you see a number of guys run below that yellow line going through turn 3, you're probably wondering, is that out of bounds? No, here that is not out of bounds. We consider that a bit of a grip strip there because of the rumble strips.
Yep. Kind of helps the car rotate.
Oh, wow, Taquilla.
Wow. Taquilla 3 wide.
Air. He took the air off of
Clindy
Tony Pizarro there.
IndyCar track record here, 223.871 miles per hour, set by Juan Pablo Montoya, and a 2014 your career wins leaders here at the Tricky Triangle. AJ Foyt with 4, Rick Mears and Will Power are tied with 3 wins apiece. Danny Sullivan, Allenser Sr., Bobby Unser each have 2. Uncle Bobby's wins here were between USAC and Cart. The furthest back to ever win an IndyCar race here is Scott Dixon, to nobody's surprise, coming back from 17th position in 2013 to win. There have been 26 500-mile races held here, making Pocono the second most 500-mile races at one track outside of Indianapolis in IndyCar history. You would think it'd be Michigan. Michigan only had 22. Ontario had 11. Auto Club had 10, but Pocono had 26. Every race, every IndyCar race, with the exception of one here at Pocono for IndyCar, was a 500-mile event.
And you also cannot mistake the Music 500, where it was a mix between USAC championship cars and sprint cars, of all things.
Yeah, in a 1981 race here, yes. That was the last win for A.J. Ford, as a matter of fact. It's the most modern of his wins that he got right there. Was the last win for him was when that race in 81. Last time we were here was round 8, week 8 of season 3 of 2025. Malechka over Hamilton to Cabo Easy by 8 thousandths of a second. Oster finished 3rd. Then we were here in season 1 of 2025, week 9, round 9. Malechka won again over Pinero by 3 tenths of a second. Clindy finished 3rd. And we were here again in 2024, season 4. Round 2, week 2 with a 48.33 strength of field for that race. Oster over Blocker by 600ths of a second. Trost finished 3rd. And the last time we visited Legacy Pocono was back in season 2 of 2024. Round 8, week 8. Oster over Malechka by 100th of a second. Here comes Ty Quilla. Remember, Ty Quilla has a win here in the Vote of Indy Oval Series.
What a nice pass he made in the turn 3, Trey Shadik. He went wide and make the pass for inside to outside, and get the outside from Trey Shadik. So it was a nice pass in just 2 corners. Now it's at the front.
And Trey Shadik has a win, or excuse me, Ty Quilla has a win here in the Vote of Indy Oval Series. And he is going to have a big run on Povolonis down the front straight, and he's going to bring his teammate with him to the point. Here we go into 1. Nope. Clindy says, you know what? I want to lead. He gets the run. And almost looks like Ty Quilla playing rear gunner a little bit. Slides up in front of Povolonis, flashes the dirty air, and gives the lead to Clindy.
Povolonis tried to get that run on Ty Quilla there as they were going into turn 1, but now here comes Ty Quilla back to the lead away from Kyle Glenworth. As they go through turn 2, down the short straightaway before they get to turn 3. Is Kyle Glenworth going to try and make that move again? Yes, he will. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to send it hard into turn 3, and he will take the lead away again from Ty Quilla.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a fade there.
They don't want to.
Yeah.
They don't want Marco to be up front.
They do not want to, I can tell.
Yeah.
Casey Povolonis with his trademark cat meow call there as they go through turn 2.
If you enjoy P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series, Tuesday night top split, respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing, and while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts. We go 3 wide through turn 1 one more time. Look, each one of those different lines they took through turn 1 there. Nice and wide, nice and banked through there. Here goes Ty to the bottom side going into Indianapolis, and he will clear him in the tunnel turn. And here comes Clindy down the short chute into 3. And I tell you what, MAB just kind of came on out and really wasn't sure if there was a car that was inside or not.
I think the condition of the track with 94 degrees in the track temperature that make this kind of race around. Normally we have 3 wide on the back. Look at that.
Here comes Sam Alexander, your points leaders, to the bottom.
Nice.
Seb Alexander saw the opportunity to make that run towards the lead, and he took it. But don't look now. Here comes another lead change battle. This is some incredible racing here at Pocono.
Car missing a front wing. That is David Powers. I saw a wing come off coming out of 2, but it looks like he has gained it back up. Gilson is out there by himself at 21st. Looks like Gilson might have started from pit road. Don't look down. Here comes.
With called Al Reimer. Nice drift, and then he saved the car, and yeah, like I just said, they returned the wheel. The front wheel.
Don't look now. Old and slow up the P6.
Yeah, the man says that. I don't know.
Oh, Sean Hill just sends it on the bottom. Lindy, purple lap of 41.3.
Seb Alexander back under attack now as they go down the Long Pine straightaway here. Well, and now it's a 3-wide situation before they get to turn 2. Who's going to make it through? I believe that is Clenworth, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it was Clenworth. He sent it in. He took the opportunity. Now he's back to the lead. But Seb Alexander, he's going to get that run going down towards turn 3. Down to the bottom of the speedway he goes. He will pass Kyle Clenworth and reclaim the lead now as they move on to lap 19 of 50.
Don't forget the PRI Hoosier 500, December 14th. All the action leading up to the main event will be right here on P1 and the Elite Racing Network. 128 drivers have signed up to qualify for the main event later this December.
32 days. My God. Just we talking about 100 something to go, 90 to go, 60 to go, 50 to go. Now it's basically a month to go.
Lindy, the leader, and it's Seb Alexander just to his inside. Now here comes Ty Quilla, Casey Povolonis right with this group. And they look like they have, much of these drivers, again, I don't know how many of them are truly all working together, but they have all kind of teamed up and have cycled out MAB back to 8th.
Yeah, MAB has a bit of a reputation in the...
This is a big-time handicap match. This is like 8-on-1 right now for MAB.
Yeah, if to use wrestling lingo there.
Well, Marco have the reputation to be in that time be one of the best in the open setup stuff. Good
He's
setup,
very fast. Very fast.
Very fast in qualifying, but the problem is in the race. And now is many others, Trainor, Brophy, and Maleska, and many. But this is a former champion, former fixed champion. I think it was the only South America count in Brazil inside South America champion in the fixed series. Signs I don't see any. I was close, but I couldn't. But it was so far the only one South America win the champion on the fixed series.
Pinheiro never won this championship?
I don't think he has.
Pinheiro won the champion in that time. At that time,
he
was
did. Yeah,
the only one.
Oh, okay.
But now he was also Pinheiro won also too, so it's two. But in that time it was long. Marcos Brazil
was the only one. Okay.
South America.
And it's Clindy, Quilla, Alexander, Povolonis now, Pizarro 5th, Murphy up the 5th, John Hill in 6th.
Murphy and Schnidge signaling they're coming in. Oh.
So this should get them home. They're going to try for a bit of an undercut here. And Murph slides into his spot. Shadid comes down to his stall. He nails the marks. Murph is down and away.
Oh! Here.
Ooh. I'm like you, LG. I saw that and it was almost disaster. Whoa, and another almost disaster there between Pizarro and Povolonis. They're coming out for 3.
Estrada 41-2. 24 laps into the race. Purple lap. Don Hill fighting for that inside position. And he's going to need a little draft help now. Well, he tucks back in line. Maybe you get a little draft help from Seb Alexander there. If you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split coming to you from Pocono. Povolonis and Campbell coming to pit road. We've now completed 24 of 50 laps. And no black flags.
Nope.
Povolonis almost bended on pit road.
Yeah, it got real close there. If you are enjoying coverage of tonight's race and would like to monetarily support us, please find the link to our GoFundMe campaign in the stream description. We realize times are tough. Any donation, no matter the amount, is greatly appreciated. You can also send us super chats via YouTube as well. You can do that in chat. We would appreciate it. So Alexander, your leader, Tyquilla second, Clindy third, Sean Hill fourth, MAB fifth. As we have some blinkers, Sean Hill is now, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, he's coming to pit road. He blinked out, but he's back.
Yeah.
Using his Magic Man technique or something on that one.
He sliced over across the pit wall there without us seeing him. That is Chad Powers out in front of the leaders right now. Powers is just off of pit road, I believe. Yeah, he's one lap into his stint, so he came out in front of the leaders. Grace, she did a 41 flat on new tires, a little bit further on back. He's got Murph with him, and they're in a whole host of other cars right now. Povolonis, Murph. We got Hill, Shadid. They're about a half a straightaway in front of your leaders. Clindy, you're leading the pack right now.
Wheeler, cold pits. Plenty cold pits. And maybe Seb Alexander's coming too.
That would make sense. That would be all teammates coming together.
Nope, stay out.
Oh,
no,
Clindy!
Yeah.
Oh, and black flag, Tyquilla. And that is the hard part of coming to pit road here at Pocono, is that you come off that turn 3, and it's a very sweeping turn 3, and you got to do it at full speed, and immediately you have to slow down. The cones are right at the wall. There is no buffer zone, and a black flag for Tyquilla, who will get a 40-second hold. Clindy really had the binder up. That's going to hurt his out. We'll see what happens here. But up front, Seb Alexander is your leader. And between them and MAB is David Powers. One lap down. Here comes Seb Alexander. And he gets down to the pit road speed limit. It is 55 miles per hour here. 3 sets of tires on pit road. 1 in the car, 2 in the pits. No fast repairs. We're doing 50 laps, 125 miles. This is a 2.5-mile triangular oval. That makes sense to you. We anticipate only 1 pit stop really to get home, unless there's a late caution, and then we might see people dive down pit road to throw on that last set of tires. We do still see Tyquilla on hold on pit road. He might, there he is rolling now. Lilac Zier moving, Vasquez moving. That is Crash Neon moving. Also now hitting pit road. Gilson.
Speeding.
And he has a black flag. He has speeded on pit road. Here's Estrada. Here's Pizarro. These guys have yet to stop.
Marcos coming now. Right.
Antonio back from another worldwide European tour. Good to have him back on the racetrack. Tony Pizarro gets right up to the attenuator in the draft. These guys all going long. Pizarro, Estrada, Brashear, Mitchum, Ponto, Reimer, Hesse. None of these guys have stopped yet, and they're all together on the racetrack.
Tony Estrada called for pits now. And Pizarro stay. Maybe one more lap.
And get it down to the limit. He comes to pit road alone.
Tony Pizarro also signaling he's coming in.
Next time by, he'll come back in. He's going through turn 1 this time. Right with him is Caleb Brashear, who won one jewel of the Triple Crown at Indianapolis earlier this season. And our other Triple Crown winner, Pinero, not in the lineup. Pinero won week 1 at Auto Club. Brashear won week 6 at Indianapolis. This is week 9. Again, thanks for everybody for joining us. Make sure to like and share and subscribe to the channel. Here comes Pizarro. Oh, and he gets it down, but he flat spotted that tire. MAB, purple lap 40.5.
Oh, he hit the wall. He just kissed the wall too. Yeah, it was a kind of hard hit for Marco Brasil. And you know, what is you hit hard here, you're gonna lose a lot of position. So maybe the draft is gonna help Marco to come back in there. So at least it's in there in that group. But that touch is maybe not gonna keep it in the front to stay on front by itself.
Caleb Brashear coming to pit road along with Mason Mitchum. Oh, Reimer on pit road. Hesse on pit road. So that is the remainder of those who have not stopped. They went pretty impressive 34 laps. Not bad. That's going to turn the lead over to this group right here that is going through Indianapolis into the short chute down to turn 3. It is going to be Clindy, but not in that, also involved there, but kind of playing rear gunner now to these two is Ty Quilla, who is now down a lap in 20th position. Sped coming to pit road. He is that third car in line.
The last one is Ponto coming to the pit now.
Otto and the Andretti Beatrice car. Caution on the racetrack!
Oh, Daniel Reche.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 cars involved.
All right, so let's see what happened here.
And
Crash
on
on
the
it,
pit.
Oh,
Ash.
him and Reimer were drag
Oh.
racing coming off pit road. And Hesse just caught the little
He
bit of the
moved the
apron.
car.
And he goes
Oh,
up the
man,
racetrack.
He moved. He was safe.
Oh, and he came down in front of Crash Neon. Oh, poor Crash.
Oh, that was a hard hit.
Watch from
Somebody wanna
Crash's point of view here. Watch from, I mean, he sees the car up there. He's like, okay, hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes. And he, I mean, you got to slow down coming into that. Let's watch again at full speed. I think he was slowing down a little bit, but you're going to watch his dashboard light up here. Say it's yellow. Now it's yellow. Nope, I don't think he knew until he was really truly into the zone. He should have saw it in front of him, but
He got the yellow when he come into the turn 1.
yeah.
Oh, kind of hard to break it when you see that. Kind of tough.
So right now we're
Somebody
waiting
gonna
for
make
the pace car to catch up to Ponto, Clindy, and Seb, who I believe are going to pick up the effective race lead with the way that this caution fell.
So it's crazy. Just waited to the last for this. That was a good job actually. But it's hard to keep it the first place in POCONO, to be honest. It's not easy. Even to defend it, you can make the defender, but the guy is coming too fast next to the turn one, and then the first position is gone. So it's like it's kind of tough.
And there's a good look at that vintage Mario Andretti livery. That is basically what your first Lola looked like back in the day, when he jumped from Patrick Racing over to Newman Haas. Riding with Clindy right now. Go back through the field. There's Seb Alexander. Casey Povolonis trying to burn off some fuel there. MAB is in 5th there. He is behind Povolonis. Mark Murphy is in 6th. Sean Hill is in 7th. Ray Shadid in 8th. Ryan Campbell in 9th. Campbell up 5 spots. Sean Hill up 11, by the way. Mark Murphy up 11. Lilac Zier, another good race for Lilac, up into the top 10, up 3 spots. We're going to go green next time by. Lights are still on the pace car. Remember, long laps here under caution at Pocono, as it's almost like agony for LGN.
I don't know what is more long. Thinking about a yellow flag in Nordschleife, in Nürburgring. Oh my God, it's taken for a while. But it's 2 minutes, I think. 2 minutes now. So.
About a caution flag at Road America.
Oof. If it one lap is like yesterday. If it one lap is 155, it's like a 3 minutes lap. Or worse.
It may be that slow under caution, but when it comes to fuel mileage, you can save a ton of fuel on map 8.
Oh, David Thoreau yesterday, and the last lap came to the pit, winning by Richie Hearn the race yesterday.
Yeah, the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 series. Richie Hearn got the win there. Hey, we ruled him out, but he's back in the battle now. Ty Quilla back on the lead lap after that speeding on pit road. Caught the caution in front of the leaders. He gets the wave around. He is now back on the lead lap, so watch him. There is still plenty of time to race here. 14 to go. We're going to go green with 13 to go.
Even though there's only 13 laps left to go, anything can and will happen here at Pocono. Like you said, you can pull away a little bit in the lead, but it's hard to maintain that lead with the insane draft that you get with this car here.
Bringing us to green will be Matthew Ponto, then Clindy, then Seb Alexander. That is your IndyCar Oval Series points leaders right there in 2nd and 3rd. Casey Povolonis. He has been like one of the fastest drivers all season long in terms of how he qualifies. He was on the pole again today. He started on the pole. Then we got MAB, who started up front. He's always traditionally fast. In 5th, there's your top 5. Green flag in the air. Here we go again with 13 to go in the Pocono Mountains.
Already you see a number of these guys going down towards the bottom of the track as they go before turn 1 there on the front straightaway here. But look at this. It's Seb Alexander. He's getting that clean air temporarily, but now he's going to use the draft up in front of him. He's going to try and see if he can split the middle. It is not going to work. He maintains his position, but look on the outside there as they go through turn 2.
Maybe he's going to be careful up there. The road's going to run out. He's going to find the wall, but he is now in the 4th position. Oh, nice little block there by Ponto as he went down. I think MAB MAB almost forces Murph high.
We almost had a wreck as they were going through turn 3 there. I saw Tony Pizarro in a bit of a heated battle, too close for comfort battles. They were going through turn 3 there, but look at this, already scattering around the track here, using the different lines that you can take here. And look at this, contact again with Tony Pizarro.
That was close.
How they did not wreck, I will never know, but here goes another 3 wide as they go off into turn 2.
Whoa, 3 wide through the tunnel turn, and that is not advisable, and they made it through, and they're still going to be 3 wide down the short chute into turn 3. Povolonis in the middle, almost 4 wide. Here's Murph on the outside. Ponto down low, and now they sort themselves out, but 2 high pucker moments as the snake is now beginning to form down the front stretch.
And now there's a bit of a roadblock right there as they go through turn 1, still 3 wide. One car pushes
Murph
up just a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, bounces off the wall. There goes Murph. Murph definitely has damage there on the suspension. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground there down the straightaway, but he gains it back in the tunnel turn.
I don't know if he has this damage or not, but it's real close. Clindy down low.
The way Taikwilas went to the front and tried to avoid all of these incidents is incredible, really. Now it's in 12, getting there with 11 to go.
He has plenty of time, man. A lot of cars in front of him that he can use the draft from. Let's ride with him. Oh, yeah, he gets on the outside. Oh! Pizarro, now he's trapped. Oh, he almost gets Pizarro. Go to the inside, going into the inside of Lilac Zier, going into Indianapolis. Now he's going to have a big run going to 3. They are spread out 3 wide for the lead. Sean Hill goes to the point.
Tony Pizarro with a huge run down the short straightaway and down the front stretch here. He is making moves in like crazy now as they go off towards turn number 1. 3 wide for the lead as they go off, making 4 wide almost as they go into turn 1.
Brian Campbell up 12 spots. Remember you said that he had a bad qualifying effort? Well, it wouldn't be long before he got up to the front, and he's up there. Oh, contact with Clindy. Clindy has lost his front wing. And in his back, he is forgiven. Oh, and here goes Sam Alexander and Mason Mitchum with them, and Clindy is involved.
That's at least 4 cars involved.
The points leaders in the Indy Oval Championship involved in a wreck off of turn 2. And I think we have to go back just a little bit further to see what happened. It happened on the Long Pond Straight. And we're gonna watch from the blimp. We're gonna watch the blimp here. We're gonna go back a little bit and watch the contact. Here comes Clindy. Oh, and Seb, that wasn't netcode. Seb came down, got Clindy, but I think Seb's car was damaged because watch him turn and he goes into the corner.
And
and Clindy got rear-ended by Pizarro.
Oh.
And Powers is going to do a flip here into the inside into retaining barrier. Wow. Gilson, Seb Alexander, Mason Mitchum, Powers, all with meatball flags.
Just Power disappear and appear in the box.
Yeah, he left the plane bounds, the bounds of play. So now we got Sean Hill, your leader, Antonio Estrada second, Brian Campbell third, MAB fourth, Pizarro fifth, Ponto back to sixth, Taikwilah now up to seventh, Murph in eighth, Lilac Zier in ninth, Povolonis in 10th. But, dang, Sean Hill disappears and it comes back.
I think you also might want to add Elijah Gilson into that one.
Gilson, it was part of the meatball flag.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go, as I believe that was Seb Alexander just bounced right back in front of him, and he had nowhere to go.
And no one's going to go to pit road to take those extra set of tires. Gilson's going to stay on the racetrack to try to at least be the first car one lap down before he retires and make up a couple of positions. And once again, if you're just joining us, you're watching P1's coverage of round 9 of 12 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split coming to you from Pocono. Currently, Sean Hill is your leader as we'll probably go green with 6 or so to probably 5 to go here at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. Also, don't forget your commentary team by sending a donation via our GoFundMe campaign or via Super Chat. The link you need is in the description for GoFundMe. Or you can just hit the $ icon down in chat. You can send us a Super Chat that way. We certainly would appreciate it. Do we see a new first-time winner in the Indy Oval Series for a top split for a while? Do we see Sean Hill get that win? Do we see Antonio Estrada get a long sought-after win? Or is it Brian Campbell? Will it be MAB? Tony Bizzarro has a win on the top split. Will he get another one? Matthew Ponto, he hasn't had a big top split win. Can he get a win? And I think we're going to go green. Tracy did coming down pit road. The last car on the lead lap. Might as well throw on those last set of new tires, him and Vasquez.
Somebody's burning excess fuel. I can hear it.
And we'll pop on boards to see what who is.
Marco.
Oh, yeah. Sean Hill is our leader.
Oh.
MAB is. Tony Bizzarro is. Ponto is not. Tyquilla is not. Murph is not. Deere is not.
David Powers getting it.
Povolonis was. Go ahead.
David Powers getting a laugh out of what happened with him. LOL, I didn't even need to tow. That crash teleported me straight to the pit.
It did. Exactly what it did. Sean Hill still burning off fuel. Lights out on the pace car. We will go green with 5 to go here at the Tricky Triangle. A sprint to the end. Next flag ultimately probably will end this race. So in next flag, whatever it is, will end the race. Stands the white flag, of course.
Yes.
But coming to the restart, it is Hill, Estrada, Campbell, MAB, Pizarro. But let's not rule out Ponto, Quilla, Murphy, Zier, and Povolonis. Remember, Tyquilla was in the back of the pack in the last restart. He is now up to 7th, and the snake begins down the front stretch. Sean Hill's going to stay to the inside. Here comes Antonio. Here comes Brian. The top 3 have kind of broken away a little bit.
They broke it away temporarily, but don't look now. Here comes Tony Pizarro, Marco Brazil, and Tyquilla now. Single trip. Oh, it's 2 rows deep.
And Ryan Miller, Campbell goes to the bottom, and he clears him through Indianapolis 3 wide. He's going to stay on the bottom through 3. Antonio's not going to let Sean go to the outside. He keeps fading up to the wall, giving a little double pump there for Hill to be thinking twice. And here comes Tyquilla.
Whoa. Not just Tyquilla, but look at Tony Bizzarro now. He goes to the high side, going into turn
contact.
4 wide.
4 wide through the corner, and right behind him. This is all behind our leader, Antonio Estrada, and they're trying the wreck coming off the corner.
Wow.
Estrada staying down low on the dotted line. He's going to come into Indianapolis. He's going to hold the lead. We're 3 wide again behind in Indianapolis. Tyquila is going to hit Pizarro. This is going to end the race. And Antonio Estrada is going to win a top split.
Nice.
It's the big one, boys.
Antonio Estrada, my man. He gets a top split win finally. It came after his big European tour, but he is going to stand on the top step here at Pocono. Brian Campbell comes home second. Sean Hill in third. Old and slow Murph survives all the carnage on the backstretch. He's going to come home fourth. But man, everybody, just about everybody outside of Lilac Zier in 7th spot has a meatball flag. And we're going to go back and watch this a little bit here.
It's 7 cars involved in the accident. 7 cars.
And it is right around Tyquila. We'll watch Tyquila there.
Oh.
And it goes into Pizarro, just up into Pizarro. Povolonis, the pole sitter. MAB's involved. Caleb Brashear's involved. Let's go back in time. Let's actually watch it from the perspective of... let's go back and watch it from Art Reimer's perspective. I think he's the furthest on back. Let's reset it here. Go to the roll bar. And there you see parts flying, but someone was forgiven. This is going into turn 1. So let's go ahead and speed this thing up. And then we'll slow it down right when we get to the point where everything starts to happen. Watch, just, you know something's going to happen. As a driver, you know something's going to happen with the way they're jockeying up for position. Here it comes. You just know something's going to happen. You just got to stay fluid, keep those reflexes going, get ready, prepared to go to the inside. And just everything happens so quickly, and just the door shuts on Reimer. And there's nothing but carnage behind him. But back on board with Antonio Estrada, who will get the win here at Pocono, I believe. I don't think we have time to go for a restart. Yeah, we're going to get white flag next time by. Another first-time winner this season, and another first-time winner on a Top Split broadcast at a Crown Jewel event.
So, all these 7 cars, our Reimer still over there with Mimbo flag, and Quilla tried to put the car, I don't know, going very slow. But all the 8 cars in the grid, one with the Mimbo flag.
Yeah, there's Estrada. He will get the white flag this time by. Campbell second, Hill third, Murph. He improves 13 spots to 4th. Ray Shadid survives to 5th. I'm going to say survives because there was a lot of carnage in the back there.
A lot of carnage is an understatement.
Yeah. Richard Vasquez very quietly. And he came to pit road with Trace right before the last restart. Put that last set of tires on. Maybe that helped him out. And nothing to lose. He comes home. He'll be finishing 6th here. Lilac Zier is in 7th. And Reimer, now, he's got the meatball flag, but he's still rolling. And provided that we're not going to go back to racing, which we are not going to, he has 5 laps he has to answer that meatball flag. And since the incident happened inside of 5 to go, there is no penalty that will impact him. So he'll just drive this thing home to a very damaged but lead lap finish of 8th.
Okay, so I'm going back and watching that initial 4 wide before the caution came out. There was contact between Sean Hill and I believe that was Brian Campbell. Campbell barely moved up and literally took the left front wing of Sean Hill completely off.
And coming after, off of turn 4, for the very first time here on a top split broadcast, Antonio Estrada will be looking at the checkered flag here at the tricky triangle, and 2 team cars are going to line up side by side for the photo moment. But your winner and long overdue, Antonio Estrada, gets the dub at Pocono.
You remember when I said that it's kind of hard to defend it in Pocono?
Yeah.
Well, Tony did a good defense on inside in turn 2 and keeping the position over there to win the race. It was pretty good.
Gonna burn it down. He is. And let's get into final results here. Estrada with the win. Brian Campbell second, Sean Hill third. Murph in 4th, Tracy in 5th. Vasquez in 6th, Lilac Sear 7th, Arthur Reimer in 8th, Casey Povolonis 9th, and MAB in 10th. Tyquilla, Ponto, Pizarro, Bashir, Gilson, your top 15. Seb and Glindy, that's going to have championship implications right there. 16th and 17th. Mason Mitchum, 18th. Powers, 19th. Crash Neon, 20th. And Daniel Heshe in 21st. Rounding out the remainder of your 21 car field. Wow, what a race. What a race. All right, let's get some replays queued up here, and then we'll get into the interview room and see what everyone else thought. I think it was you talked about it a little bit, Lewis. I think the conditions kind of called for some more aggressive racing than normal out there, don't you think?
Yeah, actually, normally it's 120, 125, 115 could be the coldest. But finished with 88 and Fahrenheit in the track. It's 4 p.m. in the scene. So it's kind of like never happened. Maybe it's happened, maybe a long time ago. But it's really kind of weird races we see with the dark colors in Pocono. And make this back race with the excited side-by-side and 4 wide and the disaster with a lot of cars down. But it was really good, actually. It's like the Indianapolis I won with it was super cold, and you can make it inside. You can defend the line like an IRL line. in turn 1 and 2, and nobody can take you off for that. It doesn't remember me about the defender of the Antonio did.
Let's get into the interview room and see if I know we're going to have a happy Antonio. That is for sure. And I'm not sure if we'll have Sean Hill or not here. Someone could maybe flag him down in chat if he's watching, paying attention. I don't know. We can bring him in here. If he does check in, we will bring him up here. But we'll go to Brian Campbell, who finished second today. And here is Brian Campbell. Hey, we noticed at the beginning of the broadcast, not the best qualifying performance for you here. But it was also quickly mentioned that we expect you to kind of overcome that qualification deficit that you had, and you did. It took you most of the race, but you did get up there in that lead pack, and we're battling out with your teammate there at the end. Improved 12 positions, finished second. Talk about your race. I would imagine that you feel pretty happy, though, but mainly because your teammate got his first big dub.
Well, I don't think you could have held off on my qualifying performance there a little bit. I tried something new and it did not work. I started pretty much last. I tried white lining it. It did not work.
Okay, all right.
But, I tried something new here just because it's one of those races where you can work through the field. And yeah, like today, second, I'm happy with it. With the chaos that was going on, and I'm so happy for Tony. I had Tony killed by like 2 seconds after the pit stops. And then there was a time where I passed like 10 cars in a corner, and I was like, sweet. And I look up, and Tony's somehow in front of me. So I really don't know how he caught me and passed me, but he was moving today. It was really fun working through the field with him all through it today. These are one of the few races when you qualify bad, it actually makes the race a little bit more enjoyable, because when you're in the lead all race and it's one of these pack races, it gets a little boring just being flat out the full time. So I just made it a little more entertaining on myself.
We did see a lot of aggressive racing out there, a lot of elbows out, and one of the things we made note of were the conditions. Did the conditions kind of make things ripe to be a little bit more aggressive out there?
Yeah, 100%. Usually Pocono is one of those races where, it's very, driver, for lack of a better term, skill-based, where it's really hard to get 3 right. It's really hard to get 1 right. And then 2, you're usually in dirty air. But with the cooler temps today, it made it more of a pack race to where you could, kind of make do and make any line work. And, that opens the door to closer racing. And when you have closer racing going, 220 miles per hour, it leads to aggressive moves, which was, that's all today was. I'm honestly just happy I lived. Not a lot of people did. So. kind of the product of these cooler races.
For sure. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah. Shout out to the team as always. Tony, amazing win. Like truly, like that guy. I really hope you guys highlighted him because he had a hell of a drive. Also, I think my grandparents are watching, so shout out to them as always. And, all my friends and family who are out there, I get to have a lot of fun racing fake cars on the internet. So, and as always, thanks to the broadcast for making these high SOF races possible.
Good to have you here. Congratulations on the P2. We will catch you at the next race when we're going to the proper version of Phoenix next.
I can't wait. I'm really excited for that one.
We'll see you in a week. Brian Campbell comes home in second spot today. He's out already. Let's go ahead and bring up our winner, Antonio Estrada, and here he is. Tony, it was just a matter of time. We knew it was eventually going to happen, and it happened today, but maybe it just needs to happen every other. Do you need to go to Europe all the time in order to get your first win first, or how's that work?
I was just thinking about that, man. I feel like I need to go to Europe more often. And if that's going to translate into wins, sure, sign me up.
Well, let's talk about that race. You started 16th. You went to the back, and you raced your way all the way up to the front. And even going through that pit cycle, you got yourself up to the front and kind of bided your time. And then as the field kind of thinned itself out, you kind of inherited things. And you did a good defense. Lewis was talking about it in the race. You did a very good defense to hold off those guys behind you, and it paid off by getting that, everybody wrecking behind you and ending that race a little bit early. It secured you that win.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of everything. I mean, luck was certainly part of it, a big part of it. But I also messed up my pit entry. Like I was in a good cycle. I actually was leading while that happened, and I had built like a decent gap. I was gonna come out with the same group, and then I spun while stopping in the pits in my pit box. So that sent me back a little bit, and I rejoined like I don't know 17th or whatever.
Hmm.
And then when that caution came out, I restarted 11th. And I mean, I also got to say kudos to Ryan. Both Ryan and I were able to move through the field, make some moves, and we started kind of going for it in that second part of the race. And yeah, then, a little bit of chaos ensued up front. Sad that it collected both Seb and Plenty. And then that later incident where everybody died behind me. Also another unfortunate one, but I was like, it's unfortunate on one hand, and on the other one, it just kind of said, gave me the win. So very happy about that. I think, again, like I said, I think it's a little bit both. Certainly luck was involved, but I also think that was a really good drive that I had going for me there.
Well, you know how this works. You've been up here in the booth with me calling these races, and you've been up here on the podium before, but first big dub. So go ahead, take all the time you need on all the shout-outs and everything, because you definitely earned them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Huh? And that's one for the old guys. I'm 40. So whenever I'm doing these races, most of these guys are in their early 20s, and then you have some other guys who are literally teens, and they're very, very fast. So, just to be able to be here and competing, it's really good on its own. But to actually get the win, which I knew was gonna happen eventually, it's kind of like a lift weighted off my shoulders a little bit. So yeah, I'm ecstatic about it. And I gotta thank you and my entire Rogue Racing teammates and the entire Satellite IR and Rogue Racing Association and collaboration that we had going. Those guys believe in me, and it's awesome. It's awesome to finally get this. And yeah, I might not sound like super ecstatic because it kind of like it ending under yellow kind of looked like made me contemplate it a little bit more. So the emotions have kind of like dried out a little bit, especially because the pace laps take so long. It was like 6 minutes of, all right, I won, but I haven't really won. I was just hoping like, oh man, I hope my internet doesn't crash out for a random reason or whatever. Let me finish and let me get that checker. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, man. And yeah, thanks to P1, of course. They are here in my car, and you guys have been huge supporters of everything we do. And I love working together and being able to call some of those races with you. That's a blast. And, being able to take a big W feels great. Not going to lie. And of course, I want to also thank my wife.
Yes, there you go.
And yeah, whoops, kind of left her a little bit at the end there. But she's
saving the best for last. You're saving the best for last. That's what you're doing.
It's like the end credits of a movie. Yeah. But no, yeah, she's always been super supportive of me, and hi to her, to my entire family, my nephew, my niece Martina, and everybody. Shout out, and hope that this is the first of many. I mean, well, maybe not many, but at least a couple more.
Yes. You got to back up that first one. Well, congratulations, man. It was a long time coming. We're all very happy for you. We will see you at the next one. We're going to the proper version of Phoenix coming up. So, but good to finally get the monkey off your back, and good to have you finally here in Victory Lane.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that is Antonio El Patron, the boss, getting the win, guys. Always good to see another first-time winner here on the Top Split broadcast, Justin.
Yeah, it never hurts to see somebody get their first win, especially when they're close to my age. Never count us old-timers out. Never count us old-timers out, because we usually have tricks up our sleeves that will pull out when you least expect.
Lewis, what do you think about today's race? We actually outdrew the stock cars this time. The Class C trucks were at COTA, so we actually outdrew the Class C trucks, and rightfully so. Racing Indy cars at POCONO would be 10 times better than whatever the trucks could do at COTA, but a good performance out there. But conditions made some driving aggressive out there. The driving was aggressive, but those that had patience, it really paid off for them, because the aggressive drivers, in one form or another, eventually got caught up in something.
Yeah, like for example, Murphy have a good relax, try to avoid some stuff, and keeping it on fourth. So kind of names like him.
Would he be your Luis Gonzalez Nunez driver of the race, by the way?
For sure. Once again, yes. Like yesterday, he finished at a good spot, and not today again with over the 10 spots, something like that.
Yeah, 15.
For
13 to better. Yeah, he improved 13 spots today. Yeah, the fourth
really
position. Yeah.
So for Murphy, but yeah, it was the condition make like I said in Michigan or Auto Club, even Daytona. Yeah, these two. It's like the first couple 30 laps, 40 laps, is nothing happened. But here is like the condition make from first with Marco Aurelio went to the front and tried to get on the front, and they tried to get on the front, and then the Quilla with Glendy, and then the Campbell over there too with Seb Alexander also around, make the battle excited around. But all the disasters came in after lap 20 to go, 25 to go, when all the people went away to the track. So it's kind of the condition of the track, super cold. I know 88 is not cold, but it's really cold for the tires and the condition for the track. And it's normally, like I said again, it's really normal to see Pocono 120, and just one car or two cars went away because the degradation on the tires. So, but it was a good race actually. It was a really enjoying race, and make it really fun for us and for the people watching today, and also maybe not for the people racing in the track for sure. Wasn't excited. So Phoenix, Legacy Phoenix next week. I hope it's gonna be a lot of people for sure, because this Legacy Phoenix is not really around for a while. I don't know what's the last time I saw it in the Fixed Series in broadcasting.
A couple seasons ago. I'll look it up, but it was a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, but it's like a no for like a one after another, so it's kind of, maybe it's for a while. But anyways, I hope the people show next week, so it's gonna be like still found it. Maybe Clendy getting a little bit close, because it's at 12 points close of the for now. I don't know what's happened after tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be like the calculation properly on the drop weeks and stuff. So anyway, see you Thursday for the last race of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series from the Gateway, when the 40 have to find the way to keep the second place on the championship. And one more thing, happy Veterans Day, and in Canada, Remember Day today.
Very appropriate, and thank you very much. Let's get on out of here, give everyone back the remainder of their evenings. That's it for tonight. Your podium here from Pocono Raceway is Antonio Estrada with his big first breakthrough top split win. Brian Campbell, his teammate, comes home second. Sean Hill comes home in third. Join us again next week for round 10, week 10 of season 4, 2025 of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, as the teams and drivers head to Legacy Phoenix, proper Phoenix. None of this open dogleg crap. None of this, no. The old school proper Phoenix, the way that God intended Phoenix to look and race. That's our next race, and it's our last short track of the season. Do I sound like I'm old and bitter, like I'm Robin Miller? Yeah, I do. Coverage begins around 7:15 p.m. Eastern time, again at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Remember, as always, For the correct broadcast time in your area, you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but they're not easy and require time and money to produce. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar, and we know you do, and enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We realize times are tough, so any contribution would be greatly appreciated. We thank you for watching. Make us a part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not easy, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below to let us know your thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including right now. Don't go anywhere. We're going to end this broadcast, and you'll be redirected to the iRacing Indy Next Oval Series, currently underway at Atlanta. You'll find the live stream also on our channel's main page right now if you don't automatically get redirected, but stay with us. More oval racing action coming up right after we're done here. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Simrat Market, your go-to source for your iRacing paint templates and broadcast resources, from clean base liveries to pro-level design assets. Simrat Market has everything you need to build your brand on track. Visit Simrat Market. Download, customize, race. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow on X and Instagram. Links are in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree. All the links you need are in the description. So for Justin Petschauer, Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gotzo saying to all, good night, and thanks for watching. And on this very big Remembrance Day, on Veterans Day, 11/11, to all of our men and women serving in the military, and also the first responders out there, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week at Proper Phoenix, and the next race of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split right here on P1. Stay tuned. We're going to Indy Next Racing at Atlanta right after this.
Almost forgot before we go. Starting Thursday and going through Sunday, you can tune into Kart Chaser on YouTube for the 2025 edition of the SuperKarts USA Super Nationals. That is free on YouTube via Kart Chaser's YouTube channel.